Hi guys, Storm here. So, apparently for the past 4 games since this morning, and since this new update with this whole commemorating veterans and whatnot, it's been acting really weird, and normally, Call of Duty servers just so broken. You donate 1,000? 1,000 what? A little confusing. So yeah, since this new update, I've been playing about 4 games so far, and we've been getting this weird error. I don't know if it's happening to anybody else, or if my account got hacked by someone sweaty that got butthurt because I killed him in a 1v1 or something. But, it's been happening. The first beginning part of the game, it just lags out. Like, as soon as I, spawn in, whether I pull out a stun grenade, whether I shoot, more than a couple bullets, it just lags out immediately. Now, Activision servers have been known to be shitty, to where it's the point where it will lag out multiple times per day for no goddamn reason except that this thing's been happening since the original Black Ops 3. You know, they've said, hey, let's fuck with everybody, make a shittier server, stuff our pockets, typical stuff. So, yeah, I'm just really confused about that. And it's just like, it was already bad before, but now it's like, as soon as I spawn in, within seconds of throwing a stun grenade, or shooting my weapon, it's just been doing this. Now, I don't know if it's happening to any of you, or if my personal account has been hacked. If you guys have noticed something within this, that's great. Let me know. And, put it in the comment section below, and we'll figure this out. So yeah, I don't know what's happening. We're gonna record the error code because I know it's gonna happen again. I've already reset my app. I've already deleted the app, reinstalled it. I've checked for updates. I've done all that. Activision's just like being extra bitchy today. So I'm gonna see what happens. Let's see if I'm gonna lag out. If it just means, riding a helicopter or diving out, whatever it is. It seems as soon as I leave the helicopter, within seconds I'm touching the ground. So we're gonna see what happens. Grape Lime is the best. Grape Lime, me donate 1,000. Or slash me donate 1,000. 1,000 what? $1,000? To where? I don't, mailing it to me, to my my Patreon, I don't understand. Very vague message. Now I'm gonna throw a stun grenade. Oh, there it is. There it is. Look at that. The second I threw a stun grenade. Now, what's gonna happen is it's gonna give me this weird ass error code. Not gonna let me. I'm pressing X. It's not gonna let me go do anything. And it says X to continue. It's just this weird ass thing. All right, let's see. Well, let's see how long this has been going on for. If we just hit the menu, I'd say about. Okay, so that was about 10 seconds. So it takes you about 10 to 13 seconds, I'd roughly say, to where you get this dev error 5573. Take a screenshot of that. We're gonna try it again, right? COD, Medical Heroes, Military Appreciation Month. Call of Duty Endowment. Alright, well, we're gonna try it once more. Let's see what happens. Okay? Now this time, I'm not gonna throw my stun grenade. I'm only gonna aim and shoot. Or, you know what, I'm actually gonna just try to, I don't know, dive early, and then I'm just going to stand still, maybe walk around a little bit and see how much it takes before the thing just freaks the fuck out. It's really acting weird, and it shouldn't be acting weird for no goddamn reason. It's really fucked up, makes no sense, and As you see it, as you can see it, it's just giving its own fucking error code for no goddamn reason. I'm betting it has something to do with the update, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I got a lot of people that hate, a lot of people that get salty, they talk mad shit, you get people that you're in a game with, people that play solo, you call them out on it, they get all butthurt, they think they're the best, but then they die more than anybody, you end up having to revive them. People that are toxic like that, and I expose them, and they get really, really salty, and they say, I'm gonna hack your account, my daddy works for PSN, my daddy, I'm gonna hack you, man. It's like, okay. Whether it be squeakers, 40-year-old virgins, whatever the case may be, I've gotten it all, I've heard it all. Nothing really surprises me anymore. But this is the first. So we're gonna see what happens, right? I'm just gonna dive right off the bat, try to go off in the wilderness where I'm not near anybody. Just gonna throw, walk around, shoot my gun, see what. Maybe there's a trigger. Maybe throwing stun grenades is a trigger. Well, no, because that can't be the trigger, because it's also happened where I've just aimed and shot. So I don't think there's necessarily a trigger. I think it's either it's a point in time. So it's like you have a limited time. It's kind of like a demo. You know how a demo's like you can play up to an hour. We're gonna shut you down, and then you have to buy the full game. You can't play the demo again. I'm thinking it's something like that. I don't know. It's just like a limited it's a limited time thing, like a set time. Maybe it's a time-based thing. If it's not the trigger for a stun grenade, because shooting, aiming, shooting, walking, jumping, meleeing, throwing a stun grenade. Okay, so it does seem like it's the stun grenade, because I mean I had to press it twice. So is it a stun grenade glitch? I'm not. Yep, 5573. There it is. So it's funny how like when they do an update, they're like, hey, we're going to give an update to fix problems, except not only does it not fix any problems, it causes more problems. And if they do quote-unquote fix it, it's not even like a semi-patch, it's like a band-aid that's going to fall off and make things worse and rip it open more. That kind of thing, right? So, yeah. This is really fucking stupid. This is really, 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 really fucking stupid. So now we know it's not just in the game, it's the pregame. So it can't be time-based. My best guess, it has something to do with the stun grenade. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it has something to do with the stun grenade. Or it has something to do with pressing the stun grenade or the tactical grenade button. So now what we're gonna do, we're going to use deductive reasoning. We're gonna figure out what's the issue. If it's just stun grenades, if it's that, using tactical weapon, using that specific perk setup, I'm willing to bet it's not. I'm willing to bet if I use any tactical grenade, it's going to be causing me this issue. And that's my best guess. If not, it's going to be having to do with the stun grenade. In any case, that shouldn't be fucking up the system this much. It's just lazy Activision saying, alright, let's make more problems for the consumers, because we got these people that are loyal enough to us that even if a bunch of them left, because we're saying fuck you to the fans purposely, we still got so much more money that we know what to do with, and it won't even affect us. It'll just be, laughing at them. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I wonder if I press the stun grenade, not just in the pregame lobby, but if I just press, like, if you're on PlayStation, pressing L1, which is what I have it as, I think, yeah, pressing L1, and doing that right now, but I kind of want to see what happens in the pregame. We're going to test how bad this is affecting the system, okay?
Check your gear and weapons.
We're going to do this. Different class setup, so we'll know if it has to do with the class or not. Okay, run. Alright, you don't use a stun grenade. Jump, 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 jump. I'm gonna wait like 1, 2, 3. Okay, it has nothing to do with the jump. What about sliding? Is sliding a thing? Okay, within like, I'd say about 5-7 seconds tops is where it starts to lag out. Okay, scoping, about mounting, reloading, switching weapons. Okay, I'm gonna try using my lethal. Lagging, lagging, lagging. What about picking up lethals? Okay, and I'm gonna use my lethal. No.
Alright, that's enough mucking about. Now
Throw my tactical grenade. Is that gonna do it? Okay, so either I lucked out. What is with that face, dude? That's kind of scary as fuck. You saw that, right? It's just a bunch of triangles. It's like all the polygons are just. In the beginning of that, when he's looking back at there, his face just looks scary as hell. Oh god. Alright, so we're gonna just drop off like far where no one's gonna be at. Right? Alright, where's the most foresty area? Let's go over here. All the way in the back. What are these guys doing? Okay, let's see what happens, right? Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Throw that. Throw that. For my rocket launcher.
Need the weapon. Cancel that. Indicating waypoint. Disregard last.
Okay.
Hostile spotted.
Yeah, that used to be a glitch. It used to say double tap danger. It used to be just a glitch that people figured out, and then I guess they're like, hey, we're gonna keep it in this game. That never used to be a thing. No, I mean, it's been a thing for a while, but I'm talking about since the original, since Warzone first came out. I'd say about like season 3 of the first season 3, not our current season 3. They really gotta separate that, you know? I guess, because what's more than a season? Series? So Series 1 Season 3 versus Series 2 Season 3? I mean, you know. Anyway, alright, so we're gonna try throwing a stun grenade. First off, let's see if dropping anything makes a difference. Doesn't seem to be. What if I go off the map? Is that... I'm really guessing it's a stun grenade at this point. Okay, let's try that.
Stand by for coordinates. Foot patrol.
No. Okay, alright, let's try stun. Okay, so now it's all of a sudden not being an issue. Why is that? Why is that? Is it having to do with tactical? Me having my tactical grenades? This is really weird. Okay, so I chose tactical grenades because it's a it's one of the seasonal prestige challenges. I don't know what's happening. Okay, this is really weird. Okay, we're gonna go back over here. We won't have to worry about people shooting us being assholes, right? Oh god, oh god. Alright, so aiming with the tactical rifle doesn't seem to be an issue. this maybe stopping power rounds has something to do with it. No? Okay. Well, that's cool. So, stopping power rounds have, like, flares. I never really thought about that. And normal bullets don't have flares attached to them, like the red part. Kind of like tags, I guess. Okay, so... Oof. Okay, yep, there it is. So, I didn't even have to press the stun grenade button. Like, I didn't even have to, like, throw it. No, I had to press the stun grenade button. I didn't even have to throw it. And the second I did, we're back to here. Now, why is that? Why is the tactical gun with a stun grenade causing this much of an issue? So, we're familiar that having a tactical weapon with a stun grenade somehow makes it glitchy. I don't know why. Is it something with a Prestige 5? Okay, so here's the next thing we're going to try to do. Experiment. We're going to really try to dissect this. I'm going to try putting a tactical weapon as my primary. We're going to see if that makes a difference. If it is, then it's definitely having to do with a tactical weapon. I don't know why, because I don't think it's just the stun grenade. I think it's something to do with the tactical weapon, because there's been times, I think one of the first times this did happen, because at first, I believe it was a stun grenade issue. And then, hold on, I wonder if I make my thing set as favorite, and if I were to press the stun grenade. That doesn't seem to make a difference. Okay, what if I were to... Oh, this is getting dangerous. Change it. No? No? Okay, so there's two things we can try. We're gonna try... Let's just try a stim, right? Try a stim... No. Try heartbeat sensor. That's still not... Let's start with flash. Right, let's start with a flash. Yep, that makes a difference. We're also going to switch this to the AUG. We'll see if that makes a difference. It's funny how a tactical rifle is considered a sniper rifle, but then the AUG is a submachine gun using assault rifle rounds. So bizarre, right? Using assault rifle rounds, no longer actual rifle. Let's see. Oh, people have been calling this the SMG. I'm like, it's not an SMG. It's a tactical rifle in the tactical rifle section. And if you mark it, the player calls it a sniper rifle. Because of the range and how it's treated, because it's treated like a marksman rifle, which is also considered a sniper rifle, because that's what the character quotes. They don't. No one calls it. You click on any character, they're going to call it a sniper rifle. They're not going to call it a marksman. Not going to call it a tactical. Now, marksman does indeed use sniper rounds. Tactical use assault rifle rounds. So, yeah. Now, if I were to consider this... Okay. Well, we're just going to see what happens, right? I'm going to use the Emerald Archer as my main. We're going to see what happens. So if we do the first class, and we throw a stun grenade, it's not an issue. We know it has nothing to do with... Oh my god. We know it has nothing to do with switching it to a tactical rifle. We know that class 5 is a glitch somehow. We don't know how, but it is. Which is weird. But I'm feeling that's not what's happening here. I think it is somehow correlated and connected to the tactical rifle. The coding it's kind of like when you learn something and you're so good at something, eventually you kind of just feel it and you end up being right most of the time. So you kind of just like feel what the answer is. You kind of just like get the feeling of knowing what's going to happen before it happens. So my best guess with knowing and seeing and experiencing all these different glitches, my money's on that it will cause an issue on custom class 1 that I've equipped a tactical rifle and I have a stun grenade there. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Because then we know, okay, it's something, the issue's definitely half the portion is you're revolving it around a tactical rifle, which means that's half the issue. The other half of the issue is that you're not allowed to use tactical grenades or tactical equipment when using a tactical rifle. That's funny. Actually, no, that actually kind of makes sense. I mean, not really, but... It kind of just dawned on me, because you're using a tactical rifle and a tactical equipment. Both have the words tactical. Maybe that's confusing the coding somehow. I mean, it hasn't thus far until today, that using a tactical weapon, tactical rifle, and a tactical equipment somehow now all of a sudden is going to be all weird. So if this really works, then I'm going to throw a stun grenade now, and I'm using custom class 1. So here we go. Okay, that had no issue. Okay, so now we're going to switch to this class. Okay, so that's kind of weird. This time, I threw a C4, I went to go blow myself up, and it didn't let me. So is that now telling me, A, that... So there's 3 factors here, I'm thinking. A, because I switched to a tactical class, even though I hadn't switched to my original custom 5 tactical class, yep, 5573, that it's already like premeditative attack on my system, on my account, because I went back to that glitch class. B, because it was a more, I'm guessing this might be a little bit more likely, because I'd already thrown a stun grenade and the system was like a delayed reaction. So there's that. That could be a possibility. And then, because I used a tactical rifle on my first class, that, I don't know, it was affecting like just equipment in general. I don't know. But those are my best guesses thus far. So my next thing I'm going to do, and I apologize if this is boring, but those who like trying to figure things out, now you can understand my thought process. How I'm able to just not just, you know, talking on my ass, actually do the due diligence to give you guys the answer. And sometimes it's a long and strenuous process, but now you can understand a little bit of what I go through to try to help you guys out. Okay, here we go. Okay. So... how long did it take before it started acting weird? I threw the stun grenade. I waited for about, I don't know, 5-7 seconds. Okay, so maybe if I just wait, count to 20 just to be safe, and then switch to a class that isn't custom class loadout 5, and see if that makes a difference. at the end of the day, if you're ever gonna find an issue in game, in real life, it's just you have to find the pattern. Find the pattern, you can make a solution, solve the issue. So we're gonna go with custom class 1 again. And go over here. We're not getting shot at.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Alright. So using this assault rifle. Just throw a C4. Double clock square, because that's what happened last time. Nothing's happening. We're gonna wait a good 20 seconds, right? Here we go. From 10 seconds to 30. Let's see what happens. Am I gonna lag out? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So we're now gonna throw in a stun grenade and see if that makes a difference. Here we go. Okay, that took about 1 second, 39. I'm gonna see if that starts to lag me out. Nothing's happening. Okay, so I'm a little confused. What gives? So this time, what I did was I threw a stun grenade. It didn't seem to have any effect, which is weird, right? Because other times all I've done is thrown a stun grenade. I haven't done anything else. This time, with the custom class 1, threw a stun grenade, nothing happens. Walked around, threw a stun grenade again, and then I double-clicked the C4 button last time. This time I just activated the C4 by, clicking the C4 switch, the dead switch. And so it seems that if you just randomly, if you shoot, so far this is made me lag out with the tactical rifle in hand, is if I just shoot, aim and shoot, which is the less likely scenario. If I throw a tactical equipment, is the most likely scenario. And then sometimes when the tactical equipment doesn't work, I'll throw a tactical equipment, then throw in a my lethal equipment, and either A, throwing the tactical rifle is kind of like its own DDoS switch. So, DDoS, I think, is just an explosive bit of information to where it overloads your processor, whether it be a system, a computer, or whatever, and it boots you offline to try to reset it and recover itself. It's a hack, by the way. There's a lot of hackers on here, and Activision's banning all the wrong people and letting all the hackers go free, which is weird as fuck. It's like, oh, we're doing our best to get rid of hackers, but then all the people that are actually getting banned are, huge YouTubers that are obviously not hackers because they're being observed every second because they're live streaming YouTubers, right? So they're all getting bans just for being either good or just for no goddamn reason. Because they're just deciding, okay, we gotta kind of like a policeman, we gotta write a certain amount of tickets if we don't want to get in trouble, if we want to meet a certain quota, and if you don't meet the quota, you'll either get a dock and pay or whatever. So I think it's kind of like that, just banning a certain amount of people, not caring who it is, not investigating. Kind of like, if I had to do another comparison, many of my friends have been banned, at least, not perma bans, but like just temporary ban for no goddamn reason. Like, no, they haven't said anything to anyone, they haven't sent any hateful messages, they're not like that, they just rub it off, they don't care, they shrug it off, they don't care about people talking mad shit, and it doesn't phase them. And for some reason, some of them don't even use their mics most of the time, and some of them really don't even have mics, right? So there's literally no reason to ban them, temporary ban. There's no reason to do that. and for some reason, they'll get temporary banned by PlayStation moderation. Now, what you need to understand is PlayStation moderators have unlimited power, unrestricted unlimited power, like dictators. They can just ban you for calling them on the phone, when it's not COVID, of course, and bad-mouthing them for being negligent, lazy, not speaking English, hanging up on you, being disrespectful, saying, oh, anything a manager can do, I can do. It's like, no, otherwise you'd be a manager, right? It's just a disrespectful, miserable ass hats. Stuff like that, right? I've actually, one of my friends called him. He's never had a mic. He's never said anything hateful. He's not destroyed any of the terms and services of PlayStation whatsoever. And he called one of the people on PlayStation support or whatever it was, PSN, back when PS3 3 was still a thing. And they banned him. And he's like, what for? And they refused to send him an email. They didn't tell him the reason why. They're like, you know the reason why. We wouldn't have banned you for no reason. It's like, yes, you would have. And they investigated it. He never got his account back. And it ended up being a temporary ban. And then not only did it was a temporary ban, when the temporary ban was lifted, he got on and then he immediately got perma-banned. Immediately, within like the first hour. So it's like, he didn't play a game. He was just checking his messages from his friends. And then all of a sudden, he got perma-banned. So that just goes to show unrestricted power, because they've even said in the terms and conditions that, you know, once you're banned, there's no investigation, no one's going to be looking up against it. We're not going to take away, because there's tallies, right? You can only get temporary banned so many times before they perma-ban you. So it's like so many check marks. So if you get 3 check marks, you're out, that kind of thing. So if you're temporary banned, that counts as a check mark. That counts as, like, you know, 3 strikes, you're out. And I don't know how, I don't know why, but he got permabanned. So you had to make an entirely new account. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try throwing a flash grenade, see if that makes a difference. Okay, throwing flash. Okay, so it does seem, and has something to do with the tactical equipment. We're now going to try a radar next, and a stim shot. See if those are that don't act the same way. You know, you're throwing a stun grenade, you're throwing a stim shot, any throwables. So we're now going to try the radar, the heartbeat sensor, and the stim shot. Because those are throwables versus injectables versus holdables? I don't know. I guess viewables? I'm not sure. But we're going to see what happens. But you get the gist. All I can say is PlayStation, people keep calling it or PC, they keep calling it the master race for a reason. You don't have to deal with all this bullshit. You can get games from Steam at ridiculously low prices. Everything's faster, there's no lag. It's just everything's superior in every imaginable way. So I don't own a PC. I've never played PC, but I can be able to admit, even if I liked PlayStation, even, you know, because at one point I did, but I can even like Xbox. I can like all those different. It doesn't matter if I like or dislike it. I am still willing to admit what is better because I'm a logical person. I'm not going to let my love or my bias for a system denounce facts. So PC is master race, and I'm just hoping I'm able to save up enough so I can get better equipment for you guys, make better videos, better quality videos, and keep improving myself as a channel. And, you know, if I'm gonna go buy a PC, I'm gonna go all out. So it's just one and done. I won't have to keep replacing it. Won't have to keep replacing the parts, at least for a long, long time. And it's just gonna be awesome. What would be cool is if I had that like attached to my like getting something like the Scorpion, where it's just huge kind of like zero gravity kind of like seating almost. Where these have this huge like the Scorpion's kind of the knockoff version of the original. I'm pretty sure. There's this one guy that just opens up a bunch of boxes of free stuff and gets to keep it for free, which is pretty awesome. It's like, damn, and he just reacts, makes, you know, his reviews over it. So yeah, that would be pretty cool to get a bunch of free stuff and then get money on top of that. But I'm gonna have to wait until I get to that point, you know.
Grab some target practice while
Yeah.
you can with the fighter.
So let us see. I'm gonna edit this to heartbeat sensor.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Okay, yep. So I'm not even gonna waste my time with the stim because I already can tell if a usable, because technically a stim shot's a usable. Like you use it, it disappears unless you got the one that regenerates the tacticals. Anything that's usable, right? Those are usables. One's thrown away, one's injectable. They're both things that you use up. I just did something that you didn't use up. So if the one that you could use up and the one that you couldn't use up both gave the same result, then it's definitely having to do with the tactical equipment and a tactical rifle. So it's a combination of the two. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing this, but it's doing this. So we're gonna have to figure this out. Okay, so let's see what happens. So we're already aware. Just for shits and giggles, we'll do that. See what happens. I don't know. I said I was gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. At that point, then I really don't think it has anything to do with the lethals. But if we're gonna go test every imaginable water, we're gonna have to test lethal. If we can already determine that it has nothing to do with the lethal, then we can just, you know, switch it from that and that. And if it still does not, we'll keep it back at C4. Then we'll, you know, go through the perks, switch it to literally anything else. If it's not that, we'll go to the secondary. If it's not that, then we'll know it. Maybe it's the specific tactical rifle. And figure that out, we'll get shit done. It's already almost an hour in, guys, so now you understand that I don't just screw around and say, here's my deduction, here's my hypothesis, you know? It's like, no, I take the time to figure this out for you guys. I suffer for you guys, so hopefully you can appreciate this, because I am looking on Twitch, I am looking on YouTube, and a lot of people are just too lazy, a lot of people just don't tell you, and no one, and I mean no one, has said anything about this. So I like to expose what needs to be exposed and teach you guys what needs to be taught. Let's see what happens. Okay. Stayed for this long. Awesome, good for you. But I mean, if you wanted to save time, I'm gonna give you the end result. But a lot of people that will say, "Oh, well, you didn't do it and you didn't show us it, so we can't just take your word for it." It's like, I mean, I haven't steered you wrong in the past. I have no reason to lie. I'm literally taking my time out of my day to do this for you guys. So there's no way I would just lie, right? I'm a man of my word. My kind of slogan is like, to what a man, if not his word. So I'm going to figure this out. And then for those who know me and enjoy my videos and content, you can watch the first bit, right? And then you can just skip to the end where, I mean, if you want. I mean, it's up to you. You enjoy it all the way, you can enjoy it all the way. I will be explaining at the end, or hopefully I remember to recap what I've gone over. But anyway, I'll give you the end result. Because we've already gone through a couple of these things. And the thing is, if I start going different combinations without testing each one in order, then I won't know which one made the difference, if it made a difference, right? I just start changing everything. I start changing all the perks. I start changing the tactical weapon. I start changing, you know, if it's not just tactical weapons, if it's other weapons as well. Because that's another factor I haven't even considered, right? It couldn't, maybe it's not just tactical weapons. Maybe it's all weapons. We don't know. So that's something to consider. It does seem to mainly be affecting the tactical weapons, but again, I haven't really given much time for everything, so I'm guessing that it is tactical weapons. Okay, right off the bat. Okay, got shot. Just gonna go all the way over here. No one needs to fuck with us. We're gonna probably disappear anyway, so snap our fingers. Here we go. Stim shot. Yep. Yep. Alright, so we verified 100% it has nothing to do with which tactical equipment it is. Any tactical equipment you use, you will be fucked. Right? You will be fucked. So we've established that the specific type of tactical equipment doesn't matter. So that's good to know. That's very good to know. So now we can move on and see if there's any other factors involved, because it's a two-part factor that we're, you know, taking our hypothesis on. This is what scientists do. We know that it's mainly, highest educated guess, it has to do with tactical rifles and the tactical equipment and using them and the same. Now, again, it could be all weapons, and I just haven't given other ones a chance. It could even be the assault rifle, and it just, you know, didn't lag quick enough. You know, just one of those delayed reactions. But we're about to find out. So, we've established it's not, you know, it's tactical. So, let's see if there's any other factors involved. C4 didn't seem to make the biggest difference, but we're going to change that and see if it does. Let's just do... Let's do throwing knife. Probably not the best idea to be lazy. So, we're gonna just do that. Let's see what happens. What's up, Dom? Let's just do it that way. Oh, that's right. I could also do the different game modes and see if that's a variable. I don't think it will make much of a difference. But we're going to take one thing at a time. Process elimination, and we're going to figure out what's the source of the issue. We already have a good idea of what the source is, but we got to be absolutely certain. I don't believe it's the equipment, or that the lethal plays a factor. I'm guessing that what's happened in the past has to do with a delayed response. So I've done tactical grenades and it hasn't glitched out right away like it has been doing. Like 1 or 2 games. But I'm thinking it's a delayed reaction. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna throw a throwing knife, right? Okay, threw it. Nothing really made, we're gonna throw a stun grenade. Okay, so yep, we know it's not the equipment. We know it's not the lethal. It has nothing to do with the lethal. Just purely tactical. Because the other times I've thrown and it didn't work until I double tapped the equipment. So it's like, I guess it kind of like, I don't know, it just bypassed it. And like clicking any other buttons after kind of activated it, or if it was just like I didn't need to do that, it was just a time-based thing, or I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna find out. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna now switch. Let's just do this. I don't think this makes a difference. Let's try. Let's try a knife. It shouldn't make a difference. I was about to find out. If this does still do the same thing, then I don't know. It's specifically tactical and weapon and the tactical equipment. This way, it's not one by one. If it still works and something new erupts, then I'll know. Just switch it back, and we'll go back to individual. But this will just save time. We'll know that it's not a difference between the perks and the secondary.
Playtime's over, mate. You're going to the war zone.
Yo, can you hear me? That was weird. So there's one of my guys joined my party. I could still hear him in game chat even though he's not in my game. My internet's fine. There's nothing wrong with my internet. Don't try to act like it's my fault. I regularly check with my internet provider, so last time I checked, it's not an issue. Okay, so here we go. Now that we've established, it has nothing to do with secondary or whatnot. Next course of action we gotta take, see if it has to do with, if it could still do the same thing with a different tactical rifle. Now these, both 3-round burst, let's try it with a semi-automatic. Let's do it with this, because these are more recent. Let's try it with an older weapon, shall we? And it's with no attachments. Just the default, no skin compared to the other one. Now this will tell us if it still happens, that it's tactical rifle all the way. Doesn't matter if it's a variant or not, doesn't matter if it's an AUG or not. You know, whatever, right? I don't think, if it's still this issue, we wouldn't even have to do stickers or charms or anything. That way we know it's something specifically to do with the tactical rifle, so we're about to find out. And just to verify my bet, my thought process, my whole hypothesis on this whole thing, we're going to try a different weapon on custom class 5 and see if it's specifically the custom class or if it's happening with all weapons. You know, we're going to try to figure that out as well. So let's see. Next order of business would be something that's not a tactical rifle. Then we could switch game modes from there and see if that makes a difference. Okay, here we go. So far away from these numbskulls, they're gonna be so desperate to kill me for a little bit of XP. Alright. Okay, that didn't seem to make a difference. I'm tapping the stun grenade weapon. Let me try doing, sometimes, you know, I'll have to do the stun grenade and then the C4. Let's see if that makes a difference. Stun grenade, lethal. Stun grenade, lethal. Okay, it does seem to be have to do with the AUG. Now, is it because it's an AUG variant? If not, well, we're about to find out. Because in that case, I can just kill myself, use a normal default AUG, and that will tell me what's going on. Or at least it'll better inform me as to what step to take next. I've always been good at combinations and process elimination and deductive reasoning, so this is right up my alley. Every possible scenario. This is awesome.
Secure cash by completing contract, looting, or eliminating
It's like this type of video is made for me.
Mark a drop point for your team.
So, right, we don't need to go to the end zone. We're just gonna go right. Farmland. Go right here, right? It seems like someone's desperate to kill me. Kind of obnoxious, not gonna lie.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Okay.
Located a supply box. Secure that position. Tracked by an enemy team. Stay sharp.
Well, okay then. Let's just try normal, AUG, no variant. If that makes a difference. Okay, so something's up. I'm thinking it has something to do with the AUG variant at this point. So, okay, that's a little weird. Definitely weird. So something specific to the AUG variant. Huh. Well, there's two AUG variants, so let's try this ionized carbon, right? Okay, let's just throw this C4. Really, dude? That's not good enough? Well, damn. Alright, let's just go out here. Okay. Try this ionized carbon. Now, if it does or does not work with this will determine what I'm thinking. So, at this point, if it does, then we know it has to do with the variants. If it doesn't, then I'm thinking it's either the other variant or it's a customized. You customize a variant from the variant itself. Like if you're customizing the variant, it's one of those two, right? Okay, so it is having to do with, it does have to do with AUG variants, because all I did, the only button I pressed was with the stun grenade. Nothing happens with the previous AUG. So, okay, so now that tells me something, right? So we don't even have to worry about a customized AUG, because the other one I had was customized. This is how the whole thing started with my customized AUG. So we know it's not, doesn't matter if it's customized or not customized, because that wasn't customized. So now we know, okay, it's a tactical variant, right? So now let's try a semi-automatic tactical variant and see if that makes a difference. Because if we know that, then we'll know that it doesn't matter which tactical variant, it's as long as it's a tactical variant. If not, then we'll know it's a tactical variant only for the AUG. So let's try that, shall we? Let's do this so we're not wasting time. Well, that looks weird. That looks really weird. That looks really weird. Okay. Alright then. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a variant. Sure, why not? We'll do stainless factory. and we're just gonna leave it as is, because it didn't matter if we customized it or not. The other one didn't matter if we did it both. It did the same thing either way. So this will be a deal breaker, and this will give us more information on whether it's specifically the AUG or any tactical rifle variant, because I tried it with just the default of this weapon and it didn't really show me any issues. Good stretch. Who here loves a good stretch, especially like just waking up in the morning? Or just sometimes when you feel like you gotta stretch and just gotta like, not gasp, I guess, per se, but you just gotta like let out all the stress, and it just like feels so good that you're just gonna like, you know, that kind of feeling. Kind of just go like that. It's like, it just feels good. You just feel energized afterwards. Now, sometimes where I've done my morning stretch, it doesn't do the same thing. It's something you have to like feel it. It's kind of like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I guess the best way I could say that, if you know, kind of feel it. You kind of feel it. Your body kind of like, I don't know, like tenses up, gets like it feels goosebumpy, and then as you're doing, kind of like your nerves kind of freak out, as if like you're shivering, like, or feeling ticklish. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, when you get that good feeling like you just got to stretch and everything syncs together, it just feels really good. You feel super energized. You just feel really good. Puts you good in a good mood. At least for me. I can't say for anyone else, but I would imagine. I would hope so. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. Stun grenade out. C4 out. Okay, so this determines it's specifically of the AUG, from what I'm gathering. So let's try Poach Hunter, and we'll add extra attachments just for shits and giggles. Switch this out actually to Cobra. Let's see if that makes a difference, right? Okay, here we go. Now I'm just gonna tap it, right? I'm tapping it as I'm falling down because I'm thinking that's a factor. If not, I'll just go right back to the AUG. We'll know that you can still do it in mid-fight without actually throwing anything. Okay, so we're gonna switch to the AUG real quick. I don't think I'll hop enough time.
You're done warming up. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
I wonder if I could do it while I'm in the helicopter. No? Okay. Pressing the stun grenade, C4 grenade. We're gonna just do it as soon as possible, okay? We're gonna test every factor, get it every imaginable thing, right? Since there's no way to deploy or do anything while that, let's try stun grenade now. Nope, no stun grenade, no C4. No? Okay, here we go. Now we're just gonna jump, stun grenade, stun grenade, bop into that, stun grenade, stun grenade. Okay. So it doesn't seem to want to let me while I'm in midair. Now, if I'm close to the ground, it actually does let me throw a stun grenade. There it is. Okay. So as soon as I touch the ground, it seems where it's going to start to activate. Right? So now we've deduced that it's not the other tactical rifles, or it's unlikely it's other tactical rifles. Maybe it's more than just the AUG, but at least we know for sure that it's not the Type 63. And if we can deduce that, then it might not just be... I mean, it could be other tactical rifles. It could be. But I'm willing to bet it's just the AUG. And it could even be other weapons. We haven't really tried it. But we know for sure It's any AUG variant. Customizable or not. Customizable or otherwise. So, okay. That's good to know. I don't think the game mode would make a difference. I think if it's happening in this game mode, it would happen in any game mode. So, here's what I'm going to try to do. Knowing that it's an AUG variant, what I'm going to do is just go complete crazy and change a bunch of stuff. And if it still works, then we'll know that it's not relative to the menu. It's only relative to what we already know it to be. So we're going to set don't fill to fill. We're going to go to rebirth, right? We're going to enable crossplay. Now, if it still happens with this, then it doesn't matter the setting or anything else. We understand that it's already what we already know, and these aren't factors. They're not factors in the equation of what's happening. Because it's a completely different map. Completely different settings for those anyway. You know, and I would imagine that they're big enough to warrant that it's going to be an issue or not. If it's going to be a factor, it's going to show up. So, let's see what happens. Because now you got trios, got a different map, we got teammates in it, versus, you know, just putting don't fill. You got crossplay enabled. So that's a lot of different variables. So we can understand that if it's still presenting the same exact issue. Oh, that's right, I would have to grab my loadout. Well, you know, hey, we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna see what happens. Just gonna have to get our loadout ASAP. Or happen to pick up a stun grenade, or maybe it's not even a stun grenade. Maybe if I just click that with the weapon, I wonder if that will make a difference. Stun grenade. Nope. Yeah, I'm using with the AK-74U. Doesn't make a difference. What if I could just keep dying until I switch to a tactical? Assault rifle. That'll make a huge difference. Okay. Alright, stun grenade. Nope. That's not an issue. Okay. I don't think shotgun... It's not even a stun grenade. We've already established it's a tactical. So, any tactical. Nope. Not shotgun. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Best way we're gonna get what we need to get quickly is to get a scavenger that's gonna provide us the quickest amount of money. We're also close to a buy station. So let's do this. Guys, if you can hear me, if you have a mic, if you're willing to work together, let's get that scabby, complete it, and get our loadout.
I swear I thought someone was in my house talking.
What's up?
I swear someone was in my house talking. I heard it in my headset. I didn't have my headset on. I'm like,
Weird. Okay, it must be a pretty good headset then. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, they're going for the scabby as well.
Yep,
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm getting shot. Do you want to come inside?
God damn.
Oh, he grabbed it. Damn it, he got the scavenger. I'm getting shot up right now.
Yep.
Yeah, next time we need to work together, stick together. We can't play solo, we can't split up. We gotta help each other out. Alright, so the next closest scavenger.
Down.
Are there seriously no more scavengers in the map? That was the single and only scavenger in this entire... Wow. That's... okay. Apparently that was the only scavenger, guys. Kinda sucks.
Oh, good RPG.
God damn it, dude. I literally just spawned. I'm already dead. That's awesome. Let's go for the bounty. Yeah, the bounty right there in that building that you guys are in.
Knowledge
Yeah,
waypoint.
grab that bounty.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bounty right there. Yeah,
Shotgun here.
there you go.
Gas mask in here.
Cool.
25 remaining.
I have tons of cash. Here's the
Be advised. Enemy tracking your location.
Ooh, okay. So now we got the AUG variant. I have no equipment, so I don't believe it's gonna work. You guys find any stun grenades, any tactical equipment on here?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Moving up here.
I'm gonna go try to get loaded. Never mind.
Indicating
I'm trying to
enemy
get loaded
heat
out in a minute. Cover me, I'm getting loaded.
Watch the skies.
I got loaded. It's over here, guys. Oh, wait, I'm getting shot at.
Yeah, me too.
I threw it! I'm getting pushed!
already.
Dead!
That had no tactical equipment.
Oh my god. He's pushing my dead body! He's pushing my dead body!
KIA. It's
Stay
up
alive,
to you
stay
now.
alive. 3. Alright. I just had to hurry up and throw it. I'm gonna try to land on my loadout.
You guys see any tactical equipment on here? I could really use it.
Oh, I got the wrong loading.
Hands up. Objective failed.
Okay, this is tactical equipment. Here we go.
Gas is closing. Get to the new station.
Well, it's acting like it's just a normal AUG.
Enemy UAV
Maybe it is a
overhead.
normal AUG. That's probably... that's why it is. It's not even a variant. That's why it's acting like that.
On the buy?
I'm dead. I can't do nothing. He's taking my stuff. They're on my dead body right now. Yeah. Desperate motherfuckers, dude. Going for my loadout.
Take down their care package.
Someone go watch my back as I go for it. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
So, like I said, they're over here on orange marker.
There. I've got movement.
How'd you see that guy through the wall? You got aim, wall hack or? Don't die, dude. Don't push. I have 1 second. Wow, you're pushing, dude. All right.
I'm dead.
You're the last one of you. Position.
Nice, bro. Full freaking team in there, dude. Stay alive.
Can't stay alive. I'm dead.
Still standing.
Well, that was a waste. I didn't even have my AUG out, and apparently I got stuck with a default AUG, which apparently was considered epic. Okay, with no attachments. That's whatever. Wait, what? They have the same. This one just has better accuracy, apparently. Because of the sniper scope. This one better control and mobility. This has less range, so. Two versus three. Alright. Alright, alright. So we're gonna try that again. I don't think it matters too much. I'll just leave it like that. I'm gonna go to back there, ready to see what happens.
Like, I used to get so scared when I saw her, but now I just don't even care anymore.
Get yourself the proper warm-up. We'll deploy it soon.
I'm good.
Playtime's over, mate. You're going to the war zone.
Besides the person tapping on their mic, does anyone else have a mic? I guess Hayes doesn't. So what? How do you pronounce your name? Joaquin? Joaquin. It's like a female's name saying Joaquin. But okay. Let's grab the scavenger. Get our load out ASAP. Put it together. Dive straight down. There's actually a lot of cash here too, so I even have a loadout right off the bat.
Move to secure.
Wait, do we have enough?
Tracking contract objective.
Wait, how much is it in this map?
7,500.
Oh, we already got enough. Hell yeah, let's do it. Drop it down, guys. And the buy station. That was quick. It's dropped.
Loadout on inbound. An enemy team is hunting. Stay alert.
Damn, I'm getting hunted already?
Contract updated. New objective identified.
That's crap. Okay, so we just now verified that it's not relative to the game mode. Because I grabbed the loadout. I was on, you know, a completely different map. So we've just established it has something to do with a AUG variant. That kind of sucks. And you got a bird. What? Well, whatever that's happened with that. Oh man. So yeah, this is really weird. Really weird. My next possible guess, since I've literally done everything I can imagine to do, and I'm not going to go through every single weapon, okay? If you guys find out this has been happening with an issue with another weapon, please let me know. I'm just going to switch to the M16, because I'm thinking, well, they're both 3-round burst weapons. I'm going to already try the Type 63 and the DMRs, and also semi-automatic, so I'm trying the Ranger Elite, see if that makes a difference. I don't believe it will. And so we've already verified that it doesn't matter the game mode. We're just gonna go straight into don't feel plunder. I don't care about the since it's just gonna be for this, you know, testing purposes. I shouldn't have to worry about getting killed by hackers because I'm just gonna go the outskirts. Unless they're hacking the entire game, I should be fine. Also, if you guys are wondering why I have a just a white square as my emblem, because, you know, lazy ass Activision decided to take away player cards that I rightfully earned and an emblem I rightfully earned, and I'm like, you know what, fuck you. I'm boycotting. I'm not gonna change it, because as soon as I do, it's gonna reset itself and fix itself, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep it as is. Because technically, that before it got changed to a default one, which I should go to look, it's one of the default ones. But because the game is kind of confused, it's because I didn't click a default one, and it was set to a default one, it's kind of in between, like, okay, it's the salty emblem, but it's also a default emblem. So that's why it's giving me a white square, because it's like an error code as an emblem. And I'm not changing it until I get my salty emblem back. You're not going to take something from me when I earned it fair and square, waiting multiple hours on my phone watching a boring-ass phase and Optic go at it, you know. I don't care. I don't really care enough to waste my... I mean, I'm not gonna waste enough of my time for that, you know, and then not to be... and to lose what I, you know, have it all be for naught. Oh, cool, he's camping in the corner. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna just go all the way fuck off over here. Under a bridge like a troll. Alright, here we go. Oh, I did. The way the body is just like, I'm done. I can't even. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, here we go. Let's try that again. Okay. Double. Throw that. Okay. So, that didn't lag me out. So, 100% is the AUG. I can't say it's 100% certain that it isn't any other weapon, but we've established it has nothing to do with it being a 3-round burst weapon or not. Now, I suppose I could try the 3-round burst SMG, but that's so new, I don't know if there's a variant that I've unlocked for it yet, so I don't... Well, I mean, if there is, then I can just switch to it, right? So let's do that now. Okay. I think... Which one is it? Here it is, the KSP. And it looks like I do? Okay. We'll try that, and we'll see what happens. Here we go. Let's go to a place that no one's gonna go to. I don't think anyone's gonna just jump in the middle of the road right about, I don't know, here? Let's just do it. Just for shits and giggles, right? This big, non-phallic looking thing right here, right? Well, actually, that's pretty... Oh, that's a decent design. Holy crap, that kind of looks like jade. That's beautiful. Oh, it is jade. Oh, the detail on that is actually fan-fucking-tastic. Look at that. That's actually beautiful. They did a really good job the texturing to make it not just a solid green, to make it look like actual jade because of the shadings. Good job, good on them. Very cool. Okay, so it's just a box mag, it's not a dual mag like it looks like just from this angle. Alright, so here we go. Flash. Or stun or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Try it once more with this. Okay, so now it's, yeah, I don't know of any other 3-round bursts on the top of my head, but we can safely assume that it is the AUG, and the AUG is glitched. That really sucks. That really fucking sucks. That they've done that. And that's kind of obnoxious. So I'm just gonna leave it like that until they decide to do their job. Anyway, guys, I think I've literally debunked the shit out of this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was not easy to do. It took a lot of my time, and I'm hoping you appreciate the time I took to figure out what exactly is the issue. And we've established that it doesn't matter which tactical item you use. It matters that if you just have a tactical weapon and a tactical equipment, which obviously you have to choose at least one if you're playing Plunder, you know, or for your class setup, regardless, multiplayer, whatever. I don't know if it's affecting people in multiplayer or not. I don't want multiplayer. But we've established that it won't work with normal AUGs. It has to be a variant. It doesn't matter if it's customized or otherwise. It has to be a variant AUG, and then while having a variant AUG equipped, I don't know. Well, I'll check it later, and I'll let you guys know if you ask. I don't think it matters if you switch your RPG. It doesn't matter if it's in your hand as long as it's in your class. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you liked, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.